are on the air from the campus of Penn State University. Survivor Series is just a heartbeat away as we've got some matches to whet your appetite before the pay-per-view Sunday. As prior to defending the WWF title in a fatal 4-way in 6 nights, Triple H faces Test. Who could forget when Triple H beat down Vince and Shane McMahon with sledgehammers only for Stephanie McMahon to try and make the game stop. Then down came Stephanie's former boyfriend Test, who suffered an attack at the hands of Triple H. Test has not forgot that day, and tonight he looks to get his revenge not just for himself but the entire McMahon family as well. We've got tag team action as the Hollies gear up for their title defense versus the Hardys at Survivor Series, but before then, Crash and Hardcore will contend with Too Cool, who made quite the splash when they returned to the WWF last week with new names, new music, new moves and new attitude. They couldn't translate that to a win though, but they've got another chance tonight as the tag team champions stand in their way. But we're going to get things going momentarily with a match between The Rock and X-Pac. X-Pac is looking to ride the wave after he pinned Kane in the 8-man tag match on Smackdown. If X-Pac can do the same tonight to The Rock, then it would no doubt be one of the biggest wins of X-Pac's career. But Rock will seek to be anything but complacent before he, along with the Big Show and Stone Cold, challenge Triple H for the WWF title in the 4-way this Sunday at Survivor Series.
Make some noise!
X-Pac!
Think you can tell us what to do?
Yeah.
Think you can tell us what to win? Think you better?
Yeah.
Well, you better get ready to bow to the master.
I just got tired of doing what you told me to do. But that's a break, boy. Yeah.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking. The Rock says, The Rock says.
Fast start from X-Pac, who is no doubt still on a high after pinning his rival Kane last week in the 8-man tag on Smackdown. X-Pac and Kane opponents this Sunday at Survivor Series. The two were once a very successful tag team. That partnership ended after X-Pac felt he was holding Kane back, which the Big Red Machine did not agree with. Then once DX returned, one of their first acts was to take out Kane with X-Pac leading the charge. One has to wonder, did X-Pac plan on turning on Kane all along when he initially tried to end the team, as it looks like X-Pac waited until DX were back as a unit to strike. X-Pac starting this match off well here. Rock's been on the defense for the most part. It's now the Great One sent to the outside as X-Pac gloats in the ring, but not for long, as The Rock looking to gain a stranglehold here. Stomps to X-Pac, back up now. And here's an Irish whip into the barricade, and now off the post and back into the ring. Rock thinking clothesline, backdrop. And here's Billy Gunn, Road Dogg with a bad leg walking behind, and they're here to help out X-Pac no doubt, but the People's Champ sees them straight away and now taking it to Mr. Ass. Meanwhile, Kane dealing with Road Dogg on the stage. Gunn's been sent into the crowd. There's a wheel kick from X-Pac, who takes advantage of the interference. Rock back into the ring. X-Pac went for the X Factor, but Rock reverses. Rock bottom. And here's the cover now. 1, 2, 3. Despite the best effort of the Outlaws, The Rock, with some help from Kane, is victorious. Rock and Kane will be tag partners this Thursday, along with Shane McMahon and Test in the big 8-man tag versus DX, all before The Rock gears up for the WWF title match at Survivor Series. During the commercial, Triple H and Vince in discussion, and the reason the game is angry there is because his match tonight versus Test has a new stipulation as revealed by Vince McMahon. Should Test be victorious tonight, then he will be added to the WWF title Fatal 4-Way at Survivor Series, thus making it a 5-way. We already know it'll be Triple H defending the WWF Championship versus The Big Show, The Rock and Stone Cold, but should Test be added to the mix, then once again Triple H's chances of leaving Detroit with the title further decrease, and as a result Triple H far from happy with that decision, as there is now even more pressure on Triple H to defeat Test tonight. Here we go. The last time the Hollies will team before their tag team title defense this Sunday versus the Hardys. Scotty going up top, but Hardcore viciously slams Scotty to the mat, now taking a shot at Grandmaster, who tags in. The Hollies both say they weigh in at over 400 pounds each, hence the scale we often see them come to the ring with, self-proclaimed super heavyweights. Hardcore, known to be quite tough on his cousin Crash. We've seen Hardcore attack Crash after matches that were lost. Might be quite the sight if the Hollies lose Sunday in that case, with both Crash and Hardcore will do everything to keep the gold. Grandmaster Sexay taking a little dance break. Referee Earl Hebner doesn't look too pleased, as Scotty taking a beating on the outside. In comes Crash now. Sexay full of energy with the clothesline. Backdrop on the outside there. Crash comes back with a snap near, as Hardcore and Scotty continue to go at it on the floor. Crash is taken over in the ring, but Hardcore is still the legal man along with Grandmaster Sexay. Not sure if Sexay knows that though. Bulldog there to Hardcore on the floor from Scotty. Face first he went. And the same goes for Crash there with a full Nelson facebuster. Sexay one up top. Drop kick cut him off. He was perhaps thinking leg drop there. Now we got Crash and Scotty on the outside. Irish whip sent for the ride into the barricade. And again he goes in the ring. Hardcore, incredible strength and balance there. Falcon Arrow. Scotty's been taken care of on the outside. He won't be able to break this up. And that's all she wrote, as the Hollies looking good before Survivor Series.
You believe this? Too cool, huh? Yeah, these guys, they're pretending to be cool is what it is. They're trying to be something. They're nothing but a joke. Hey, you know what? They're just like these two jokers over here. Yeah, exactly. Just like these two jokers. What do you mean? What do I mean by these two guys that are trying to be too cool, just like you guys pretend to be too tough? When you're nothing but a couple of fake wrestlers.
Gonna be a bad day at Black Rock for the local boys. Look at Bradshaw's ready to go right now.
Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the one that's gonna kick your ass.
Uh-oh, JR. Oh, the fight is on. So much for happy hour in Happy Valley. Bradshaw and Farouk, the acolytes. You provoke them, you get in their face, they kick your ass. Oh.
I think the acolytes are in the cleaning business, JR.
Good, look at the shots of those ribs.
They clean up every bar they go into.
And this is ugly. Well, those locals
just put it on their tab.
Yeah, really. They spilled some awful good beer in that fight.
So the winner goes the spoils here, looked like.
Man, can't even do a decent beer, huh? No wonder Minnesota beat your ass.
Wow.
Can't even kick a gopher's ass, huh?
On Smackdown Thursday, we will come to you from Baltimore, where we're going to see a 6-man tag as the Godfather and Mark Henry team with Mankind to face Viscera, Mideon and Val Venus. Mankind wants Val Venus out of his business for good, but he is some ways before making that a reality, while for Val, he is eager to keep climbing the ranks, continuing to win matches, especially against big names like Mankind, will help Venus continue his ascent. But it's far easier said than done. Ahead of the tag title match on Sunday, we'll see a tune-up match of sorts for the Hollies and the Hardys, only in singles action when Hardcore Holly wrestles Jeff Hardy. It's a chance for both teams to feel out the opposition before the Hardys challenge the Hollies for the gold at Survivor Series. It's no secret DX are looking to run roughshod in the WWF, and winning big matches will help them do exactly that. After they were victorious in the 8-man tag last week, it's time for them to do it all again, albeit this time with different opponents, as Shane McMahon and Test are added to the mix, but they'll see the familiar faces of The Rock and Kane team up with them. But before we get to that, up next, Test looks for his own revenge, plus that of the McMahons when he squares off with Triple H. It will be a non-title match, but should Test win, he will then be added to the WWF title bout at Survivor Series, thus making it a 5-way. Do not go away.
Welcome to Raw is Jericho. And I'm standing here at the famed Beaver Stadium on Penn State University campus. And even though Beaver Stadium was obviously named after a filthy, disgusting woman, the great sport of football has never embarrassed itself the way that the World Wrestling Federation has embarrassed itself and allowed a woman, China, to be the Intercontinental Champion. Well, if you've got any at all, and judging by the way you look, you've probably got 2 huge ones. You'll hand over your Intercontinental Championship belt to me at Survivor Series and save yourself from a horrific, horrible beating at the hands of Y2J Toots.
No chance.
And it looks like Vince and Shane McMahon are going to have a close look at our main event whilst in the corner of Test, perhaps.
The machine too strong. Pretty politicians buying souls for runs on puppets. Won't find their place in line. One, two, is this on? Yo, Jimmy, hit me with that Triple H. Yeah, you let the music keep playing, Mr. Don. Yo, tell me whose time it is now. You know it's
Interestingly, no DX representation out here with Triple H. What with the McMahons flanking Test, Vince and Shane sat next to the announce table here. This a huge match for Test that has Survivor Series implications. Should he win, he gets a shot at the WWF title this Sunday by being added to the Fatal 4-Way, thus making it a 5-man match. And that's the last thing the game wants, yet another challenger for his title. Therefore, Hunter must be victorious here to prevent that from happening, but Test will push the game to the limit as the McMahons watch on here. Both they and Test have suffered the wrath of Triple H in recent times. All 3 face spell on the sidelines because of it, especially Vince and Shane, who were out for a month following sledgehammer attacks from the game. Pressure is on here for the game. He's taken a fair amount of punishment thus far. His Test has really been in control here, but notice Triple H going back to a few moves that have worked for him in the match already. Then he went up top, crashed and burned. Doesn't often go to the higher end district, and that's probably why. Desperation perhaps, but look at this Test pulling out all the stops here. Very impressive, and this is why Test is considered one of the top rising stars in the WWF, but perhaps against the best in the business here. The WWF title would certainly suggest that. It's the game looking to try and find his groove here, but to no avail. It's like a game of human chess. Sidewalk slam. Test gonna fly. There's the elbow. Is Test going to Survivor Series? No, the game gets the shoulder up, and we all thought that could have been it. There's another neck breaker. Triple H could be running out of ideas here. He's been second best so far, but all it takes is one pedigree, as we have seen before. Test now with the go behind. What a pump handle slam. Impact there. Cover again. What a victory this would be. The biggest of Test's career. But only 2 once again. And DX have cornered Stephanie in the McMahon's office. Patterson and Briscoe are meant to be keeping watch. We need to get someone back there. This is bad. Vince and Shane are on their way, and now Test as well.
Stephanie! Where's Stephanie? Where is she? Where's Stephanie? What has DX done with
And
Stephanie?
while all this has gone down, Triple H has won the match via countout. This has to be a calculated plan from DX. Vince and Shane thought they were counteracting any interference from DX by staying ringside, but it's backfired as Triple H has won and DX might have taken Stephanie somewhere. Limo speeding off. Don't tell me the Outlaws and X-Pac have Stephanie in there. DX have gone too far this time.